English Shepherds are intelligent. Misty, get the blue button and put it in my hand. Having an English Shepherd is like having your own personal therapist on duty 24 hours a day. English Shepherds are bossy. That's gonna exit. Okay, now here's a perfect example right here. You're adopted. I gotta get the dog to the vet. Well, English Shepherds are very handsy, that's one thing. The English Shepherd is also called a farm collie. These were very popular dogs in the early to mid-1900s. Walk into almost any antique store and you will find an old painting of an English Shepherd protecting children and livestock. While these dogs originated in England, they spread across America's farmland for good reason. The English Shepherd is an intelligent, versatile dog that helps with many jobs around the farm. The breed is actually called a landrace. This means in part that the dog's traits develop differently in different parts of the country depending on the farmer's needs. While other dog breeds have evolved into specialists, the English Shepherd has been an all-around dog. English Shepherds are very good herding dogs, primarily cattle herding, but they are not obsessive herders. They should have an off switch, making it safe to leave an English Shepherd loose with your livestock. English Shepherds herd a bit differently than other dog breeds. Many breeds, like the Border Collie, operate in a modified prey drive to move the livestock. This is evident in their crouching movement and strong eye stare. In contrast, the English Shepherd herds from his dominant position in the pack. He moves livestock because he is in charge of the farm animals. Consequently, English Shepherds generally herd in an upright, loose-eyed manner. English Shepherds are diligent guardians of livestock and the family. They will clearly let you know when a stranger is approaching or if something is amiss on the farm. That said, it's important to make the distinction between English Shepherds, livestock, and guardian breeds. The latter bond with the livestock and live with the herd. English Shepherds view their people as their pack, and they will be happiest if they can stay with you. Very little is known with certainty about the history of the English Shepherd, as this breed has always been kept primarily by family farmers who were unlikely to write about their dogs. However, it is quite clear that this dog is one of the oldest American breeds that is a member of the Collie family. The name English Shepherd may be confusing as it is one of the most traditionally American dogs, but is named so because of its descendant primarily from the herding dogs of England and Scotland. The history of the English Shepherd can be tracked to that of the first Collie-type dogs. Few dog groups have an ancestry as obscure and contentious as that of the Collie. Essentially, nothing is known about the origins of these dogs prior to the 17th century, other than they were present on the island of Great Britain for hundreds and probably thousands of years and were primarily used to herd sheep, cattle, and other livestock. Even the origin of the word collie is highly disputed. The traditional explanation, and one that is still favored by the majority of researchers, is that collie comes from the Anglo-Saxon word coll, which means black. Many of the sheep found in Scotland and the border region traditionally had black faces and were known as collies or collies. This theory holds that the dogs used to herd the Collie sheep became known as Collie dogs, which was then shortened to collie. An Anglo-Saxon origin of the word has come under fire recently, primarily from the American, Irish, and Scottish researchers. These researchers believe that collie originated in the Gaelic word Calian and Calian, both of which are affectionate names for domestic dogs in general, equivalent to the American term doggy. Collies are thought to be among the oldest of all British dogs and have been found in their homeland since at least the Dark Ages and possibly longer. Unfortunately, no written records or archaeological evidence has been discovered on their origins. These dogs were found throughout the British Isles, but were historically most numerous in Scotland, Wales, New England. The most widely held theory holds that the ancestors of the collies were first brought to Great Britain by the Roman conquerors in 43 AD. The Romans were possibly the greatest dog breeders of the ancient world and developed a number of different specialized breeds, including a number of different herding dogs. The Romans ruled what is now England and Wales for several centuries and had a long-lasting impact on the island's culture and technology. Perhaps the most suggestive evidence for a Roman origin for Collie is that they share significant similarities with the continental herding breeds found in other regions which were at one point occupied by the Romans, such as Buceron and Briard. However, many experts believe that those breeds were in fact kept by either German or Celtic people, and Romans usually used Molosser or Cur-type dogs to herd their livestock, a belief which is supported by artistic depictions of Roman herding dogs and the modern-day descendants of Roman herding breeds, such as the Greater Swiss Mountain Dog and Rottweiler. However the first collies were developed, they became an essential part of the British economy. These dogs were absolutely necessary for shepherds across the British Isles who could never have moved their flock around nor kept them together without them. For untold centuries, collies were bred for a single purpose, to herd livestock. Shepherds were often extremely poor and absolutely could not afford to keep dogs which would not work well for them. In recent years, the English Shepherd has seen a resurgence in popularity. Although a significant proportion of breed members is still employed as working farm dogs, the breed has found additional roles as well. The English Shepherd is beginning to make a name for itself in a number of canine competitions such as agility, obedience, fly ball, and frisbee, at which it excels. Additionally, the keen nose and trainability of the breed are being put to use in search and rescue and law enforcement fields. Perhaps most importantly, the English Shepherd is becoming increasingly popular as a companion animal. Active families that are willing to provide their English Shepherds with sufficient physical activity and mental stimulation are finding that this breed can make an excellent pet, which usually has better health and a longer lifespan than other modern purebred dogs. Although the English Shepherd is slowly growing in popularity in both the United States and Canada, it remains essentially unknown elsewhere in the world. Like most American breeds, the English Shepherd is found almost exclusively in North America and has yet to become established in other regions.